Welcome to part 2 of calculating the color via genetics of Duchess's baby. If you haven't watched part 1, it is all of the calculations. Well, it's all the calculations. We ran through all of this stuff about, like what colors stuff could be, bases, heterozygous, homozygous, Punnett squares, what color the base could be, the baby, agouti, version 1. Agouti version 2, agouti version 3. The cream gene, keep this in mind, the baby can have 2 cream genes or 1 cream gene. I'll talk about that again in a minute. We went over the paint gene, then we started talking about what affects what. So, I noticed I made a little error when I was describing the cream genes for here. So, because the agouti gene affects, so right now, for a second, let's pretend that this imaginary horse has no agouti genes. It can have, if it has 2 cream genes, it is going to be a smoky cream. I'm not going to write that all. If it has 1 cream gene, it can be a smoky black. Now, let's pretend that it does have an agouti. Why is this so hard to erase? Come on, erase. Come on. There we go. Alright, let's pretend it does have an agouti gene. If it has 2 agouti, 2 cream, and it has agouti, it's going to be Perlino, like Sierra. If it has 1, it's going to be Buckskin. Alright, now that I fixed that, back to the baby. Alright, so these are all of the colors that the baby can be. I circled that in the wrong order, sorry. These are all of the colors the baby can be, and these are the genetic codes, if you will. You'll notice I didn't include the Tobiano, the paint gene. That's because it's literally 50-50, and it is not, we're just talking about what color it could be right now, not the pattern or anything. So, first of all, we have black. So you'll remember this from the base. This is a black horse. It's pretty simple. It's black. So the bay horse, remember, that's what the agouti makes, is this. So these two are very simple. These two guys are very simple because you can have, actually for all of these you can have either homozygous or heterozygous. But for black, oops, wrong button, sorry. For black, you don't want any cream genes, and you can't have any agouti. Otherwise, it's not black anymore. For bay, you have to have at least 1 agouti, like here. Because remember, the little one gets, you can't see it. The little one gets stepped on. It doesn't exist. So you have to have at least 1 agouti. If you have no agouti, it's just going to be black. And for bay, you can't have any cream because that changes the color. Alright, so the next two, smoky black, is this color, and buckskin is this color. Okay, so the smoky black here, the smoky black is essentially a black base with 1 cream gene. So, they look really similar. This one looks a little bit lighter. This one looks a little bit lighter, but that's mostly because of the photo. You know, this was taken like this spring sometime, the other one was taken in the winter. Anyways, so, smoky black is really similar to black. Phenotype-wise, they're barely indistinguishable. You search it on the internet, you might find ones that look different, but really they look basically the same. So buckskin is essentially a bay, but with 1 cream gene. You see there's kind of a pattern, right? So buckskin, this little guy down here, looks a lot like this, just like 1 shade lighter, right? I mean, they're easier to distinguish than these two though, huh? Alright, so the next two are smoky cream and Perlino. So, here's a smoky cream horse. And here's a Perlino horse. Oh look, it's Sierra again. Alright, so I don't know if you've noticed, but most of these photos have been taken by A.C. Jacobs, and she does the photography mainly for Painted Bar. So all of these horses are from Painted Bar. This one is not from Painted Bar, because we don't have any smoky creams. It would be awesome if we did, but we don't. So, smoky cream, this one down here again. If you look at it, it's basically a black, but with 2 dominant cream genes. But, wait. Okay, hold on. Whoa. Let me get something straight. If these 2 both make 1 color, because this one gets stepped on, right? Oops, hold on. Because the little b gets stepped on, doesn't exist, right? Why does this little c not get stepped? Why does this make a different color than this? I'm so confused. What? Okay. So, much like height and human hair color, it's an additive gene. So it's like 1 plus 1 makes 2. 1 plus 0 makes 1. 0 plus 0 makes 0. This has 0 cream. This has 1 cream. This has 2 cream. So you see it's incremental. Obviously you can't have 3 cream, because that's not how genes work. So cream gene is a little bit different than everything else. Oops, I think I was writing on the wrong picture. So Perlino here is basically bay, but with 2 cream genes. And it's really interesting, because I know when we started, you were probably like, alright, white horse. Not white. See the different color of white on his neck? He's not white. And then I probably mentioned he was a black base in part 1, and you were like, what? They don't look anything alike. What are you talking about? This is not black. It's not black. This is black. This horse is not black. It's a black base. So this guy, he's got the black. He has black. This black is here. But he's also got this. He's bay. There's a bay here, right? But then it's got the 2 cream genes, which makes him light colored. So it's all a matter of, you know, how you're looking at stuff. They don't look similar, but they are pretty similar. And so Tobiano can apply to any of these. It literally just adds pattern. Like these 2 here have Tobiano genes. These guys over here are solid. Pretty simple. Alright, red base. So, we've got... Hold on, let me just put this back in order. There we go. Alright. New. That's perfect. Alright, so, red base. We've got a chestnut horse. You might remember, it's a red base. We've got a Palomino horse, the same color as Duchess, incidentally. This is a lady. She is one of Duchess's past babies. I think she was in the photo of Duchess earlier. And this is a Cremello horse. So, chestnut, you've got your basic black. Okay. Agouti doesn't apply. Ignore Agouti. It has been stepped on. Stepped on. Alright. So, chestnut, you've got recessive and no cream genes. Pretty straightforward, huh? Alright. For Palomino, recessive, 1 cream gene. Pretty straightforward. For Cremello, you have recessive, and you've got 2 cream genes. So if you remember, I did, you know, like the 0 plus 0, 0 plus 1, 1 plus 1. So you've got 1, no, hold on, I'm failing here. So you have 0 cream, 1 cream, 2 cream. Alright, and if you look closely, this pony here, not actually pony, I'm just using that term of endearment. Just blow it up larger. Larger. Alright. You look at it. And this pony is definitely lighter than this pony. It's kind of hard to tell in the photo because he's mostly in shadow. Anyways, make it smaller. Wrong button. All the time. Wrong button. Make it smaller, smaller, smaller. Close enough. Alright. So, why is there a plus here? Alright. So, now we've gone over all of these colors. This page might look familiar. We've gone over all of these colors, but, the baby cannot be all of them. So if you remember, Sierra here, he's a Perlino, right? He's got 2 cream genes, meaning he is always, always, always going to pass on a cream gene. So, you can have this, or you can have this, because he's always going to have pass on a cream gene. But you can't have no cream genes. You can't have no cream genes. So that means the baby cannot be black, and the baby cannot be bay. That rules out these 2 colors. Now, so, because we don't know what, if Duchess is an agouti carrier, we cannot, sorry, I forgot about that. If Duchess is homozygous, dominant, you know, she's got 2 A's, she is always going to pass on an A. Now, Sierra down here is this one. So he can sometimes pass on not an A. So if Duchess is this one, you will always end up with at least a heterozygous, if not a homozygous. Meaning that if she is homozygous dominant, you can't have cream, or smoky black. But that's conditional. We don't know. And we can't check her other babies, her past babies, for examples. So, that means her baby, out of, if it's a black base, can have, either Perlino or Buckskin. Or possibly these 2. Now, out of red bases, remember, the baby can't have no cream genes. So it can't be chestnut. But it can be palomino or cremella. So, what colors are left? Conditionally, maybe smoky black. Buckskin is definitely left. Conditionally, smoky cream is left. Perlino is definitely left. Palomino is definitely left. And cremello is definitely left. Now, in the past, she has had 2 babies, and one has been cremello, and the other has been palomino. So, I mean, it's really up to you what you think the baby is going to be. I will definitely post a video when it is born, telling you guys what the, what color it is. I will put a link in the description, which has a, it'll have a link to the Painted Bar website. And I'll also put a link to, so the owner of Painted Bar puts up a little guessing game. So if you find the link before the baby is born, you can guess for the color, the gender, the pattern, and you can use the information from this video to maybe guess right. Anyways, thanks for watching. All the horses have been owned by Painted Bar, except for that one light-colored foal I used in an example, but it was Sierra's baby, and the smoky cream example. Majority of the photos were taken by AC Jacobs, and you can book trial rides at Painted Bar. I hope to see you guys there someday. Maybe we can talk genetics. Thank you for watching.